From TLDR News, this is your daily briefing for Tuesday, the 5th of July, 2022. Good afternoon. Today we'll be discussing some of the biggest stories, including the July the 4th shooting and Spain seizing underwater drug drones. We'll also be answering today's big question: is the hope that the UK will rejoin the EU dead? As well as an interview with former American diplomat David Rundell about whether there is a new Russia-China-Saudi Arabia energy axis. But first, Ukraine lays out its recovery plan. The war in Ukraine has left much of the country destroyed. As such, it's important that their government lays out a recovery plan detailing how life can eventually get back to normal. Today, it seems that President Zelensky has provided just that. He breaks down their recovery into 3 stages, costing in total $750 billion. The first stage will be to provide the country with humanitarian support, which includes the restoration of water supplies and bridges. The second stage will be between 2023 and 2025 and will focus on bringing life closer to normal. As such, schools, hospitals and housing will be repaired. The third stage will be between 2026 and 2032 and will focus on the creation of a Ukrainian green economy, which is designed to bring the Ukrainian economy more in line with the EU. A deadly shooting took place in Highland Park, Illinois yesterday as the United States celebrated Independence Day. A gunman opened fire with a high-powered rifle on a parade in the Chicago area from a rooftop, killing at least 6 people and injuring more than 30. An hours-long manhunt ended after police took a 22-year-old male person of interest into custody. He has since been named as Robert E. Crimo III, or Crimo. The police have not yet charged the man and said the ongoing investigation is in its early stages. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker called the shooter a monster and said, "We must and we will end this plague of gun violence." The shooting was one of several in recent days in Illinois and across the United States. There's more on the way, but be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to make the daily briefing part of your daily routine, or just search for us on your podcast app to listen along. Italy has declared a state of emergency in 5 of its northern regions as the country experiences its worst drought in 70 years. The drought threatens over 30% of Italy's agricultural produce, according to the country's largest agricultural association. And, in addition to this, it has also seen hydroelectric power production fall sharply. The Italian government has allocated €36.5 million to help the region deal with the major water shortage. Several municipalities, including the cities of Verona and Pisa, began rationing water on Saturday, limiting the use of water for strictly necessary purposes until the 31st of August. Just yesterday, at least 7 people were killed when a glacier collapsed in the Italian Alps, an incident that the Italian Prime Minister said was undoubtedly linked to climate change. Like other parts of Europe, Italy has experienced an unusually early heatwave, directly linked to climate change, according to the Italian Meteorological Society. Last week, the Deputy Chief Whip in Boris Johnson's government, Chris Pincher, resigned after reportedly drunkenly groping 2 men the night before. Amidst mounting pressure to remove the whip from Pincher, the government eventually caved, meaning that he now sits as an independent MP. The thing that complicates this story is the fact that there have been allegations of similar conduct against Pincher for a number of years. Johnson is facing pressure to explain why he was ever appointed to government in the first place, considering that such allegations already existed. The line Number 10 took on this was that the Prime Minister wasn't aware of any specific allegations against Mr. Pincher. Today, though, Simon MacDonald, a former top civil servant, has claimed that Number 10's line is not accurate, and that it is not true to say that no official complaint had been made, because Boris Johnson was briefed in person about one. In essence, Number 10 is now being accused of lying. Police in Spain have broken up an alleged drug gang and seized 3 underwater drug drones after a 14-month-long investigation carried out in partnership with French police. The drones, formerly known as Unmanned Underwater Vehicles, or UUVs, are said to have a carrying capacity of between 150 and 200 kilograms. The Policía Nacional arrested 8 individuals across Spain. In a statement, the force noted that this equipment would have allowed drug traffickers to transport large quantities of drugs across the Strait of Gibraltar by remote control. The force also said that the drones were due to be delivered to French narco-traffickers to be used to transport significant quantities of cocaine. Police also seized 145 kilograms of hashish, 8 kilograms of marijuana, and over 150,000 euros in cash. 6 of the 8 individuals have been charged with drug trafficking and remain in custody. That's all we have time for on YouTube today, but if you want more, including our discussion, is the hope that the UK will rejoin the EU now dead, and our interview with David Rundell about whether there is a new Russia-China-Saudi Arabia energy axis, then watch the extended edition of the Daily Briefing over on Nebula. Nebula subscribers not only get everything you've already watched ad-free, but also an extended edition of the show every single day, available to watch on Nebula or stream on your podcast app of choice. So if you want to support the channel and get a more extensive daily briefing every day, you'll want to sign up. And there's good news. Our friends at CuriosityStream, the streaming service which offers some of the best documentaries, is offering a deal whereby you can get both platforms, CuriosityStream and Nebula, for less than $15 a year. That's all the best documentaries you could want on CuriosityStream, and then more TLDR on Nebula, including the extended briefing, other full exclusive TLDR videos, and it's always ad-free. Click the link below to get both services for less than $15 a year and support the channel.